Hello student, how are you? I am Purnima and I welcome you to my English class. Now children, today we will be doing the last part of the lesson, Yvonne's Tries at O Level, written by Colin Dexter, Norway Colin Dexter, and I already told you children he got Macavity Award for writing this play, isn't it? And my dear student children, this is a very nice criminal play, and with 8 characters we have already discussed, and just today I hope this lesson will be over. But before starting, let me refresh you with some important uh, what to say, with some important points we can say, isn't it? So first of all children, who was Yvonne? Yvonne was a prisoner and he was known by Yvonne the Brave. Why he was known by Yvonne the Brave? Because he had escaped from jail for 3 times, and this fellow, he wanted to enhance his academic qualification, and he wanted to get qualified in German language. Children, for German language he had to study, he had to clear the examination of O level. This is written here, O level. Now a student, O level is a examination related with German language, and here the student, to achieve his highest degree, had to appear in the examination. Now this was not a easy thing, so the jail people, the authorities of the jail, they have hired a tutor for him. He got tuition for 6 to 8 months, and finally the times come when he is going to give his examination. Children, on the day of the examination, everything was arranged. The the whole soul in charge of the jail, of the Oxford jail, was the governor, and even he wanted that Yvonne should clear all the things in a very proper manner. There should be smooth conduction of examination should be there, and he was also interested that Yvonne should write an examination. Now he had written also, everything was arranged. To extra prison officers were called. Of course, McCleary, Stuart McCleary was there as an invigilator. Even he was called, he was a parson. Parson means he was a father of a church, and he was called to invigilate. Okay, so everything was completed, and the examination was for 2 hours. It was supposed to start at 9:15, but anyhow they became late for only for 5 minutes. Okay, all the cell where the Yvonne had to give the examination, as well the examinee and the invigilator, they were searched thoroughly so that everything should be safe, and this examination should be conducted smoothly. Everything was going on well. Suddenly the officer was also, Yvonne told that he is having problem with one of the officer who was staying inside the jail, and I told you the governor had already installed phones, so whatever things takes place, he could hear from that receiver. So student, what the governor has done, he was putting the receiver in his ear, and he was continuously listening. Some of the thing which was not approved by one of the jail officer, like at 10:51 he want the blanket wrapped around his shoulder. He told me why he is feeling such a cold and how he is supposed to ride. But then he thought that there, in this reason the sun comes only for some time, that must be the reason Yvonne must have asked for blanket. He must be feeling cold. Okay, and children, there was a peephole. One of the officer was continuously peeping through the peephole after 1 minute, then after 2 minutes. Okay, that everything goes fine. But let's see what happened. Well, children, after giving the examination, when one of the officer, two thing again was there. One thing was there that a correction slip arrived later, which was again creating a suspense, and the other thing was that the asking for the blanket. Okay, and correction slip was there. Then one phone call was there, and this time it was not from the secretary of the examination, it was from the assistant secretary of the examination, which even Governor thought कि why assistant secretary is ringing him at this time. So he thought that everything is since he thought that nothing such thing happened, so he thought everything must have gone in a normal manner. But after giving the examination, when McClary was told to go outside by, and someone of the officer accompanying him. When he came back, he peeped through the hole, and what he find that one of the man, he thought that he is McClary. Bleeding was there from his head, and he was just spreading his legs and arms and sitting in the chair crying. Okay, lot of bleeding was there, and he was fainting. He had almost fainted, though he had not fainted, but he was almost going to faint. Everything was arranged. Now everybody came to know that Ivan has run from this place. Now children, they found some notes. McClary, he told that he had hit him and he had gone. Well, Governor was very angry. He blamed everything to the officer. He told it was not me who rang, it was somebody else, and you believed it and you sent him outside. Anyway, whatever was the reason, whatever was the thing, Ivan ran once again from the jail. He was very happy, and children, he was staying in a hotel, and from next day he was supposed to go far away from the city. He knew that nobody is going to catch him. So what happened? Let's see, children. He went to the room and he was shocked. He was shocked by what? He was shocked that the Governor is sitting inside his room. He's very much upset. He don't know what to do. Now children, please open to page number 87. The last paragraph I'm going to explain to you people. Ivan was visibly shaken. He sat down slowly in the only chair the small room could offer. Now children, when Ivan came, he was very upset to see the Governor sitting inside the room. And what he's seeing the Governor is sitting. He was shocked. He did not believe that he would be coming and sitting there. He was surrounded by the officers. Also the other prison officers were also surrounding him as told by the Governor. Now Ivan was visibly shaken. Now children, he was shaken because till now he was thinking that he is free. Now he broke the jail once again. He ran from there. He sat down slowly in the only chair the small room could offer. Now children, it was a small room of the hotel, and he was simply sitting in the chair. He held his head between his hand. He was so upset that he held his head between his hand. For several minutes there was utter silence. For several minutes, the student, he was not knowing what to say, what to speak. In fact, he did not imagine that the Governor would be coming and sitting right in the room of his hotel. He was simply making the plans for the other day. He thought that other day he will get up early in the morning, leave the city, go move far away forever, and in this manner nobody is going to catch him. Children, now I am here at page number 88, and let's see what it's written here. What happened now? Finally he spoke. It was that bloody correction slip I suppose. Suppose is again with the Scottish this is Scottish accent, and it means suppose. Suppose means suppose here. It is written here SPOSE. It's a Scottish accent. Mean suppose. Suppose means here suppose. In English it means suppose. So he told, oh, you came here, you found me because of that correction slip, because everything. Children, one thing I'm telling you, which I think you know, that that Stuart McClary told him to write his index number. when I was teaching you, I told you that please underline, this is the most important thing. Actually, it was a code word that where Yvonne had to go. Okay. So we all, the gardener failed to mask the deep satisfaction in his voice. Well, it's not we all, it is well. It was spoken by the gardener. He failed to mask the deep satisfaction in his voice. Children, he failed to hide the deep satisfaction in his voice. Now, children, gardener was very happy. He was telling that due to his effort, he has got Yvonne once again. There are a few people who knew a little German. He told that everything was written in German, and there are very few people who know German. Slowly, very slowly, Yvonne relaxed. Now, children, Yvonne was feeling much relaxed. He was beaten and he knew it. Now, children, we knew very well that now he had become the loser. He was beaten. He had become loser. He lost. He did not win the game which he was going to play. He sat up at last and managed to smile ruefully. Ruefully means feeling sad or sorry. I will write this word. What is the meaning of ruefully? It is sad, or we can also say sorry. So ruefully is sad or sorry, student. Okay, Yvonne started feeling. He smiled in a very ruefully manner. That means in a very sadly manner. He was very much sad that now he will again be taken to jail. You know, it wasn't really a mistake. You see, we hadn't been able to fix up any hotel, but we could have worked at some other way. Now he told, he sat up at last and managed to smile ruefully, and he told, you know, it wasn't really a mistake. He told, ki, anyhow, anyway, you have reached here, but it was not a mistake. You see, we hadn't been able to fix up any hotel. He told, ki, we were not able to I could not fix any hotel, otherwise we could not have reached here. But we could have worked at some other way. No, the really important thing was for the phone to ring just before the exam finished. Well, he told, the really important thing was for the phone to ring. He told, you know, the phone call came. Children, did you remember it was the assistant secretary who rang? And children, it was actually not assistant secretary. It was someone from Yvonne's side who Yvonne had told everything that what he had to do. Right? So it was somebody from Yvonne. It was some friend of Yvonne, and he rang and he told that he's an assistant secretary and he had to give some message. So nothing was like that. It was a friend of Yvonne who had made fool to others. Now, the really important thing was for the phone to ring just before the exam finished, to get everyone out of the way for a couple of minutes. Now, children, why he wanted to do that? Because he wanted everybody should move away from there. Why, children? Because he had to put so many things. He had to put beard. Because, children, Yvonne was in disguise of McClary. Right? Yvonne was disguise of McClary. So Yvonne, for a minute, that examination is going to get over after 3 minutes. And children, you know what? When examination got over, Yvonne, he came and he wanted that everybody should be away from there, and that was the reason, children, he told his friend to make a phone call, right? And who rang that as if he is the secretary. So we had to know exactly when the exam started, didn't we? So you know that our timing for calling, everything was fixed. And like a fool, I presented you with that little piece of information on a plate. And he told me, oh, and the worst thing was that I have presented you with that little piece of information. Well, somebody did. So you see, sir, that correction slip killed two little birds with a single stone. He told me that correction slip, which you have passed it, it killed two little birds with a single stone, didn't it? The name of the hotel for me. Hotel is for hotel, and the exact time the exam started for that he also told the examination started at exact time, but when it also um, it was necessary for you to know so that you were making plan. The governor noted, it's a pretty common word. Good job, it's a pretty common, sir, or I would never have known where to come to, would I? Nice name though, Zoom Golden Law. And children, you also know that they were in the correction slip. Uh, what was happening, children? You know this thing. He told that you have to do the correction. Okay, and children, please open to page number. I will explain you here. Was again you open to page number. Yes, page number 79, and you can see, children, first paragraph only. So children, what was the McClary, Mr. Stuart McClary, what did he tell Yvonne? He told her there are some correction, and what is those correction? He started reading the first correction. He told golden and not golden, and the whole phrase will therefore read Zoom golden and loin, Lowen, but here it means loin. Okay, now children, it was the indication by Mr. McClary to Yvonne that he should run away to which place. It was not the correction actually. It was not the correction slip. And one more thing, children, I told you Stuart McClary, which we are thinking that he was the invigilator. He was not the invigilator. He actual McClary, Stuart McClary, I told you in my last video that he was gagged and he was tied up since 8:30 in his house only. He did not even come. He did not come. He was tied by two men. This Stuart McClary is somebody who is a friend of Yvonne. He is a friend. He is a friend of Yvonne, and he had helped him. The correction slip was not the correction slip. Actually, it was the slip which indicated, which hinted Yvonne that where, in which hotel he should go. And children, the secretary, the SS secretary was the person in the beginning who was the controller of the examination. He was the person who was conducted. Due to him, the examination was conducted. But at that time when the phone came, when the phone rang from assistant secretary, it was not his student. It was again one of the friend of Yvonne. And let me tell you one more thing, children. The tutor who came to teach him, again it was the friend of Yvonne. So the police force was on such a high alert. Everybody so watchful. Governor installing a phone. 2 extra prisoner officers were elected for him. Proof worth nothing. Yvonne, he was calling his friend. Everybody was his friend who had helped him to run away from the jail. Okay. So, students, the governor noted, it's a pretty common word. Good job. It is a pretty common, sir, or I would never have known where to come to, would I? Nice name though, Zoom Golden and Loin. Now he also told that, oh, I came to know later that it was not the correction word, it was only the name of the hotel which was indicated, which was passed to you through that correction slip. How did you know which golden loin it was? There hundreds of them. See the language, hundreds of them. Instead of telling hundreds of them, what he's telling, hundreds of m. Hundreds of m. That is again, it is a Scottish language accent. Same as you, Yvonne. Index number 313, center number 271. Got it? I told you, student, when I was teaching you, I told this is the most important thing. Okay? McClary, who was not actually McClary, he hinted him. He, in the correction slip, he told the place where he should go and hide, which hotel he should go and hide. And now again, same as you want, index number 313, center number 271. Remember, 6 figure, and if you take an ordnance survey map for Oxfordshire, you find that the 6 figure reference 313 oblique 271 lands you bang in the middle of Chipping Norton. He told me when I joined those two numbers, okay, and from the map you will come to know, even I come to know that it is in the middle part of Chipping Norton. So I find you in this manner. Yeah, you are right. We would open, you would run off to Newbury, and I also know next what was your plan. You plan to run to Newsbury. Read it. While there's something I spouse, it is written here, spouse, which is a German word. It is what thing should be here? Suppose. I suppose. That question paper, Yvonne, could you really understand all that German? I could hardly know. The thing was that, children, he asked him, he really could have understood German? I don't believe now, because it was actually not the teacher, it was your friend to whom you were making a plan. Actually, you did not want to study, you simply just make a plan how to run away from here, and an excellent plan you have made. So that question paper, Yvonne, could you really understand all that German? I could hardly. No, of course I could not. I knew roughly what it was all about, but we just opened it here through a few spanners. The spanner is a metal tool in the box, short of muddle everybody a bit. The governor stood up. Tell me one thing before we go. How on earth did you get all that blood to go over your head? Now the governor told everything. So I came to know that it was in the correction slip. It was indicating about that you should run to which hotel. Then the index number told you the exact place. Okay, but what about that blood? How that blood came there? Yvonne suddenly looked a little happy. Children, Yvonne was very happy. He thought, at least corner is still don't know his trick, that how that blood came. He told. Clever, sir, very clever it was. It would be simple. I was so clever in making plans. How to get a couple of pints of blood into a cell. He told me, no problem for me. Such a pint of blood I have I have bought it. I have called somebody to bring it in the cell. When there is none there to start off with, and when the invigilator shall be say get searched before he comes in. Yes, sir, you can well ask about that. I don't know if I ought to tell you. After all, I might want to use that particular. He told me, actually, I don't want to share my secret with you. Because suppose if I will want to run again I want to use that same trick. So why should I share? Why should I tell you that where I got the blood? Anything to do with a little rubber rings for piles, perhaps. Then he told that I think that rubber ring which was there for piles, I think the blood was inside that. Yvonne grinned feebly. Grin means smile, children. Feebly means in a weaker way. Clever though, wasn't it? Now he thought, it was really, I was so clever to bring that blood in this manner. Children, did you remember that poor little parson? He told that he is having a problem of piles, and that's why he had to carry his rubber ring. Actually, in rubber ring he bought blood. Must have been a tricky job sticking a couple of pins. Now you have got it wrong, sir. No problem about that. Okay, I did not have problem also. Nobody even knew. No, it is the clotting. You see, there is a big trouble. We got the blood easy. Okay, blood we got easy. But children, that blood should not clot. Children, it is a property of a blood It is a property of a blood, children. If you will be there, okay, uh, for some time, it will start clotting. So children, he told it was a pig blood, and children, it was pigs with human blood, and that why it was not clotted. He is telling children, he's sharing. It's a pig blood. It was from the slaughterhouse of Kiddleton. Kiddleton is a place from where he brought the blood from the slaughterhouse. And I told you, Stuart McLary, he was not actually the invigilator. He was the friend of Yvonne. Yvonne took a breath. He told, see, that blood with 1/10 of its own volume of 3.8% trisodium citrate. Didn't you know that? Did you, sir? He told me that blood was mine, but it was actually a pig blood brought from the slaughterhouse. The governor shook his head in a token of reluctant. Reluctant means unwilling. This is actually a new word. Reluctant means unwilling. Reluctant means unwilling. Okay. So he told that I have brought that blood from the slaughterhouse, and that was a blood of pig, and in that I have mixed my own blood, and in this way the blood did not clot. The governor shook his head in a token of reluctant admiration. In fact, he was admired how clever everything was done by him, right in the where he was having such a watchful eyes. Okay, a phone was tall, but then also he was not able to predict all this thing that was happening under his nose. We learn something new every day, they tell me. Come on, my lad. He told me, oh, I learn so many things every day from some criminal. I learn so many things. Yvonne made no show of resistance. Resistance means opposition. And side by side, the two men walked slow down the stair. Now, children, two men were walking slowly on the stair. Tell me once, how did you manage to plan all this business? You have no visitor. I have seen to that you have had no letter. Now he told you, but from where you are getting all this planning and all this thing? You never had visitor in the jail. You did no letter come to you. Then how can you manage that in such a nice manner? You have planned all this thing. I've got lot of friends. So he is telling, I've got lot of friends. What's that supposed to mean? He told me, but where no friend used to come to you? Now children, he is telling about his friend. Me, German teacher for a start. He told me my first friend was that German teacher who used to come and give me coaching, which you all thought is teaching me. Actually, he was my friend. You mean, but he was from the technical college? He told me, but he was from the technical college. Was he? Yvonne was almost enjoying it at all. Ever check up on him? Him is him. He told me, was he really, sir? Did you really check him that whether he was from technical college or he was somewhere else? So this is a blunder mistake you have caused. You did not ask him his identity card. You did not inquire. You simply believe he told that I am a tutor. I will be teaching him German, and you believe you allowed him to come inside the jail. So he tells you this is your security. God Almighty, there is far more going on than he told me. So many things were going under my eye, nose, and I was not aware. Always will be, sir. He told me every time it will be there if you will not be watchful. Everything ready? Asked the governor as they stood by the reception desk. And suddenly governor told me, everything is ready. Everything is ready now. They thought that he should be brought again to the jail. The van is out in the front, said the pretty blondie receptionist. Now children, this is time. The receptionist told that the prison van is outside. Yvonne winked at her. See children, she is also her friend. Yvonne winked at her, blinked. He just blinked at her and she winked back. That means both were making some plan. It almost made his day. A silent prison officer handcuffed the recaptured Yvonne. One of the prison officer, he come and he recaptured. He again recaptured Yvonne, and together the two men clambered awkwardly into the back seat of the prison van. And two men, they again clambered. Children, they climb with difficulty. These two men, they climb with difficulty into the back seat of the prison van. See you soon, Evans. It was almost as if Gardner was saying farewell to an old friend after a cocktail party. Now, children, Gardner was very much impressed. He told, see you after some time, because he knew that this man will be going to the jail. Once again, he will see him there. Cheerio, sir. I was just wandering. Now see the pronunciations, wandering. Again, it is a Scottish accent. It means wandering. I know your German pretty good, sir, but do you know any more of this modern language? He told me, sir, your German is very good, but do you know any other language? Not very well. Why? Yvonne settled himself comfortably on the back seat and grinned happily. Yvonne did not answer, but he grinned him happily. Nothing, really. I just happened to notice that you have got some O-level Italian classes coming up next September. That's all. He thought, next time you must be prepared for me to have my Italian O-level classes. Perhaps you won't be with us next September, Yvonne. He told him, maybe you will be shifted to some other better jail. James Roderick's Yvonne appeared to ponder the Gardner words deeply. This is the full name, James Roderick Yvonne. Okay, he appeared to ponder. Ponder means consider. Ponder means consider the Gardner word deeply. No, perhaps I won't. He told, oh, I know I won't be there with you. As the prison van turned right from Chifting Norton onto the Oxford Road, the hitherto means still now silent prison officer unlocked the handcuffs and leaned forward towards the driver. For Christ's sake, get a move on. It won't take them long to find out. Where do you suggest we make for? Asked the driver in a broad Scots accent. What about Newsbury? Suggested Yvonne. Understood, children? Children, these two officers, they were again the friends of Yvonne. They were not the police officer. Okay, even the driver, he took him to the safe place, and children, now they are opening his handcuffs and he is telling him to run away from there as far as he could. So finally, again, Yvonne escaped, and who had the last laugh? It was Gardner or Yvonne, student? Yes, it was Yvonne. Gardner is thinking so they are bringing him in the prison van, but actually they were his friend. They told him to run away from there, move away from there as far as he could. And children, finally, who had the last laugh? It was not the Gardner, it was Yvonne who had the last laugh. So children, in this play, you see, it is the negative character who had become the hero. So with this, I end my play. Question answers we will discuss in the online class. Thank you and have a nice day, students.